How are you?
I'm doing good, brother.
Good, good. Super excited. Where are you staying? Or what state are you in?
I live in Idaho.
Idaho.
So I'm in Eagle, Idaho.
How do you like it out there?
Love it.
Yeah. There's a lot of peace and quiet. Nature.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know if I would describe it like that, but being from Cali, maybe I would,
Well, I mean, everything compared to us, you know what I mean? I'm from Cali. So
yeah. So,
peaceful.
I mean, it's been when I got here almost 20 years ago, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Just passing fields and I've been here so long, though, that it's just my jam. My son's turning 13. He was born here, so when I go back to Cali now, I'm more like, how do people live like this, just on top of each other and stuff,
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky, man. I live in Ventura, so.
yeah.
It's
but
safe.
On the other end, it's like Cali has that vibe,
Yeah. Yeah. And especially you go downtown, L.A. or whatever, fuck all that noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, you know what? I'm glad to have the foundation of Cali because, let's face it, I wouldn't even be here or have met my wife if it wasn't for just the whole Cali thing and I'm going to do a band and turn the music into a career. And one thing, you know how life is, one thing leads to another, so, like the Back to the Future, you can't really go back and change stuff or else then you might F up the present,
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely know, man.
Right.
Well, I'm super excited to talk to you. I listened to your album this morning and last night when I was working out in the sauna. And I like it, man. I'm really into it. And it seems like you're very excited about this one.
Well, dude, it's like I'm always excited, though. The last record that I wasn't excited about was probably Blackout, but I'm always working so hard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I get I'm trying to make a certain thing, do it a certain way. Not only am I in a bubble, but then I'm also dealing with circumstances, that when you're in my band or in my creative situation, like this record came together. If the Rona wouldn't have hit, this record wouldn't be coming out, because.
Oh, no shit. So the
right.
Rona, it sort of squeezed this one out?
yeah, because. Or I would have been on the road just grinding out dollars, making money on the road, to just like keep the business going. And this is the 20th anniversary of Broke this weekend, so it just all like quote unquote worked out because my tour got imploded. First time ever I've had a tour be canceled like that. So then I came home and just started grinding up in the studio and putting together this record with all this music I had and then playing some new stuff and then just getting it together. So I'm totally stoked that it came together.
So when you're creating this, right? And like you come home, you're like, fuck. You sit down on the couch after you're told that, it's not happening.
Right.
Like, at what point do you go, like, all right, fuck it, we're making a record? And when you're making that record, do you take time to reflect, or do you already have songs in the can? Or what is,
it's
the
kind
process?
It's all those things that you just said. Okay, so, normally, I'm thinking if I get home and I'm not sure where my next dollar's coming from, it's going to be hard for me to create. I think of myself in that way. But I have to say that when I got home this time, I was just like, because I have a studio on the upstairs, right? Mm-hmm. So when I got home, I was just like up there every day, going through tunes and seeing how I could bring a record together. like that. So, but also, for sure, the unsettling nature of reality was definitely on the one side fueling the lyrics, and then there's certain tracks like Greedy Girl that have been around for like 18 months. To where I'm listening, there's some tracks on the record that were around to where I was listening to them on tour, and coming up with some lyrical concepts and stuff. So it was a combination of stuff that was kind of written before the Rona hit and after the Rona hit,
Mm-hmm. What is your, not the, I know that it doesn't work like that, but is there any reoccurring theme in this album?
Yeah, you're right, because it doesn't always work like that, but I'd say, okay, so there's some themes there of the contemplating one's mortality and short time on the planet. You only live once. Don't waste your fucking time. There's that theme.
Does that shit fuck with you?
Huh?
Does that shit fuck with you? That thought? Does that thought fuck with you, like at night?
I'll tell you, the only thing that fucks with me is like the idea of not having enough money at any given moment. Because, I'll tell you what, reflecting, I've been doing this stream with some DJ Product and Chad, which are dudes from 20 years ago, the broke days kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole time, which is the longest time I've ever been off the road in the last 20 years, has been amazing because I've finally just like reflected on my career, where it just seemed like I'm just like trying to keep chasing something, chasing another dollar out of music for sure. I don't know, it's hard to articulate, but so now I was able to just kind of reflect. And going back to why what you were saying is, does it fuck with me at night thinking about the shit that my mortality, The only, like I say, the money and things that are left undone, like if I haven't tried my best at some shit, then that may fuck with me.
Yeah. For sure. There was a time, maybe 2-3 years ago where that thought, would always fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like,
well, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
38.
Okay, yeah, so you're in your youth practically.
Thank God.
Yeah. You got a lot of time to do a lot of stuff. And I try to, like, every day I try to just fucking grind as much shit out as I can. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And the thing is this, let me tell you this, your name's Tim, yeah?
Yes.
It's like this I've learned too, it's like, even when you're doing what you love, you always got to take time to just do, there's a danger of entering into the rat race, even when you're doing the shit you love to do. But when I say the rat race, I just mean staying so busy that you don't take time to just reflect. Always got to do that.
Yeah, and I've made that fuck up a lot. I was in the service for like 12 years, so I get out and I feel like I have to start all over again.
You were in the service?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, which one?
I was in the Navy.
Yeah. So that's great though, because that can really put a stamp on the time that you're using.
Mm-hmm.
To make you really think about the time that's going by.
Even before I got on the phone with you, I felt a connection with you because I see how much you revere your boy. You know what I mean?
My son?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I left the service because I was a single dad. And I can't go to Iraq. They're trying to send me to Iraq for 9 months because I watch my kid. So I had to get out.
You made the right damn choice, that's for sure. Who the hell would, argue with that?
And then, that's why I just started all over, and you can't waste any moments. So that's why I get so wrapped up in this rat race, because I feel like in the back of my head, because I spent 12 years doing something else.
Oh, right.
I feel like I'm behind.
Well, don't feel like that. Don't feel like that. That's we can't be feeling like that. I think anybody could say that in any situation. Like for instance, me, right? Because there's tons of bands. There's tons of bands that went on to make way more money than me, and are way more. In life, we can always think about people who have done better, but there's always those behind us as well. So it's just balancing the moment that we're in, right?
Yeah, I like that, balancing the moment. That's dope.
Yeah.
I was curious. All right, when you guys what made you decide on Death Awaits for the first single?
Well, I didn't. That was the label's decision. And in fact, the first single was First Blood.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Death Awaits was the second single, and me, I was apprehensive in the time of the Rona to even put that out as a single, but they liked it and want to do it, so I have a YouTube. I'm not trying to argue too much, because for one thing, the guys at the label have a better track record than me. I'm always making fucked up decisions in this business, so let them go. And plus, they're the ones that are going to have to work it. I tend to lose my objectivity after I've worked on a record for, so long. So, if they're going to choose that song, let them do it. They've got an idea about the business side of it or whatever, for better or worse, but, for me, Death Awaits is, where did I, when I wrote that song, like I told you, it was that whole thing of like mortality. And there's my YouTube yogi, his name is Sadhguru, who a yogi from India. He says, if people contemplated their death, more often, it would be a better world. Real in the way that realizing you're not going to be here forever, bro, and that you better make the best of it. He says a lot of funny shit though. He says if a lot more people are trying to create heaven on earth and not waiting for the afterlife. Too many people waiting for the afterlife and then creating a hellhole out of the planet, because they're waiting for Armageddon and thinking they're going to heaven. It's like, if you think you're going to heaven, why are you waiting? You should go now, Anyway, I'm not sure what but those are all the great points. Me, I'm mainly an atheist, and mostly I'm about science and stuff, bro, that's what Death Awaits is about, though. It's just going, come on, man, it's there. You won't be here forever, so go for it now.
Besides, working and pumping out art and working on this album, how did you spend your quarantine?
The quarantine?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Well, for me, it's taken away my entire career so far.
Oh yeah.
So I love being home with my wife and son. That's amazing. Built a couple skate ramps, skating on them with my son. Me, I barely skate, but he's like doing ollies and shove-its. So all this is great. Being home is great. Doing the record is great. But this business of not knowing when I'm going to be able to play a live show and go on tour again is, I don't even know how to describe that. It's just, it's unsettling.
Yeah, and it's fucking scary too, Like,
it is, yeah, because it's my whole career that I've been making a living for 20 years, and now it's like, whoa, am I really going to have to find another grind here? It's like getting to that point where I'm like, there's no way I thought it was going to last this long, and like, there's really no end in sight. So,
if you want to talk about it, what do you feel about the virus itself?
Well, dude, I believe the scientists and doctors that I'm reading and seeing. I don't think it's a hoax.
No, I don't think it's a hoax either.
Yeah. And of course, will the media overblow it and downplay it? Both of them. Like if you watch Fox, they're going to downplay it. If you watch something else, they may overblow it. So the truth's probably somewhere in the middle, but.
And that's what drives me crazy. That thought, I just had that conversation with my wife this morning. Everything you just said, that's why I told her. And I said, you know what, fuck this. And I just left the house on my way to work.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of err on the side of caution and go that route.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what choice we have right now because the government's going to set regulations regardless, according to the reality that they're describing, And, I do believe in what I'm hearing about all the countries around the world and all the sick people and all the people that are dying. So, I think what happens when something's so huge and so gnarly, we want to just immediately plug in a conspiracy theory because it's just too gnarly to accept the reality of it.
Oh, yeah. And definitely, how I feel is everything is so fast. Our life is so fast right now that we're used to getting an answer within seconds.
Right.
And this isn't one of those things because we don't know.
Right.
And so everyone's trying to grasp on any little bit of information, and it's causing people to fucking fight.
Right. And there's so many people in the country just think they're smarter than doctors and scientists.
Oh,
and I don't understand that. But it's been going on for years, this kind of putting down the intellectual and acting like it's, there's no, this politicizing science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem that's gone on for years. Oh, there's no global warming. Oh, this and that and the third, So that's what brings us to this point.
So let's just hope let's just hope this all goes away and.
Yeah, dude, it's got to. I don't even know what to think, but I do know that pretty soon I'm going to have to find another job or something.
Bro, why don't you do those concerts in the car thing?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's it's not the same, right?
Yeah,
I'm used to going out there grinding out and making serious cash. That doesn't get replaced with this or that, online jam. But dude, I've also got another interview coming up here shortly, brother. So,
okay.
So if you want to wrap it up or ask some wrap-up questions, that'd be great.
Yeah. I have just two things. One of them is we have a member of our team that used to work with you, or he used to go on tour with you. His name is Chris Ralski.
What? Say that again? Oh, yeah. You mean my bass player who used to play with Watsky?
No, his name is Chris Ralski. He was.
Okay. I'm sorry. I misheard you. No, I don't know, dude. It doesn't ring a bell, but I don't have the greatest memory. If you could give me more of a description.
He looks like guys you'd hang out with.
Right? Dude, I mean, if he says it, I believe it. It's just such a long life of meeting so many people and work. Did he say I used to work with him?
Yeah, I guess he used to go on tour with you guys. He was like,
oh, I'm sure that it's true, dude. Just the other day, I was doing the stream, and my old drummer came on and was mentioning an old tour manager, and then put a picture of him up on the screen, and I'm like, I have no idea who that is, but I'm sure he's an old tour manager, but I don't know. I've had 100.
Okay, and then my last question is, what do you want the world to know about this album?
Oh, the world needs to know it's a great album with great songs that can just lift your spirits and remind you how important every moment of life is.
My man. Jared, thank you so much for your time.
Dude, thank you for your time, bro, getting the word out.
And good luck with everything. And
yeah.
I appreciate
Same to you. All right, brother. Have a good day.
Right. You too. Bye-bye.